first cologne I want to bring you guys is from the House of Boss, and it's called Boss Bottle Pacific. It has coconut, woody notes, salty, sweet, aromatic, tropical, a little vanilla. It is really a nice fragrance that was made for the summertime from the House of Hugo Boss. Now they've really done a great job on this. I can't really off the top of my head think of a fragrance specifically made from the House of Hugo Boss for the summertime. If you can, let me know. Leave it down in the comments and I'll see if I can go pick it up if they still make it and give a review of it, let you know what I think about it. But this is a good one. It smells very, very beachy. This is one that you will really enjoy going to the beach with. It smells really nice. It draws you in. You might have to take it with you to reapply a few times because it's not going to last past the 4-hour mark. But I mean, it's the heat, you know. So fragrances made for warmer weather really don't last that long because they're made differently. They have different notes put together differently. So again, this is Boss Bottle Pacific from the House of Hugo Boss. It's a great one for the summertime. It's one I think you'd enjoy. And next up, now this is one some people might try to come at me with because according to pretty much everybody in the fragrance community that's familiar with this, the House of Dior has kind of overplayed their hand with this. But look, I enjoy it. I still enjoy it to this day. I have the 4 flankers that have come from this and I don't see anything wrong with it. It smells good. It still smells good. It still holds its weight to this day. Mel, what you rambling on about? Sauvage. Not the elixir, not EDT or the parfum, but the original. It's fresh, ambery, citrusy, aromatic, woody, spicy. It has lavender in it, so for that calming effect. But it has ambroxan notes in it as well that really make this thing stand out. Let me read some of the notes off to you. Okay, the reason I put this on this summertime list is because of its freshness. Calabrian bergamot, pepper, Szechuan pepper, lavender, pink pepper, vetiver, patchouli, geranium, elemi, ambroxan, cedar, and labdanum. They did a fantastic job. They actually changed the market. When you do something like this, that's niche. That's when it's something new, something changing, transformative. That's niche. Now it's not a $400 or $500 gallon of Sauvage, but it is niche. Sauvage changed the game with elixir. Now everybody has to have an elixir. So I'm giving them their props. I still enjoy Sauvage. All of the flankers as well, but I'm gonna give it up to the OG. That's Sauvage. I think it'd be great one for the summertime, and I think it'd do great in the heat. Let me know what you think. Next up. Now this one is a true OG for the summertime heat. A lot of people talk about it. Well, they used to talk about it a lot in the community a few years ago, but it kind of fell off. But it's still one that I have because I got a 100 ml bottle of it. I enjoy it to this day and I still wear it. What am I talking about? It's from the House of Tommy Bahama. There you go. St. Bart's. Aquatic, lavender, citrus, musky, aromatic, fresh. It's one that everybody will enjoy. This St. Bart's puts you in the mindset of Virgin Island water. The notes aren't as top tier as the House of Creed did with Virgin Island water, but this is a really nice fragrance. It's really subtle. You don't have to think about, will it smell good? Will I smell good when I walk out the door? That's a non-factor. You'll smell great with this. If you can find it, you might be able to find it at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. It's St. Bart's from the House of Tommy Bahama. It's a great one for the summertime. It's one you can't mess with. It's a dumb reach, legit. Next up, speaking of a summertime designer list, you gotta have something from the house of Versace. And of course, you knew it was coming. It should be on everybody's designer list because it smells fantastic even years later, even to this day. Versace Man Eau Fresh. Citrusy, aromatic, woody, tropical. It has warm spices in it. Give me a second, let me read the note breakdown to you. On the top, you've got Calabrian bergamot, lemon, starfruit, cardamom, Brazilian rosewood, cedar, tarragon, sage, pepper, musk, woods, saffron, amber, and sycamore. So you have on the top, you got this really citrusy pop, this really zesty pop that grabs your attention. This is one that's attention grabbing. It's white t-shirt fresh. It's really clean. It's really sparkly and not in a feminine way for my guys, but it's one that will demand attention. It smells great. I've given it as gifts, as a matter of fact, just for the summertime heat. People ask what's a good one for the summertime? Versace Man Eau Fresh. You cannot go wrong with it. You can't go wrong with it. All of these are pretty much dumb reaches. If you can find them at your local rack stores, your TJ Maxx's, your Marshalls, your Ross's, things of that nature, pick it up. You know, they're not that expensive, so they're easy on the pocket and they smell great during the summertime heat. Again, Versace Man Eau Fresh. If you can find it, pick it up. Next up, I need to take a break. Had to wet my palate. Okay, this is another one from the house of Chanel. It's called Pour Monsieur. Fresh, spicy, vanillas, lavenders. It's a bit gritty, has earthy accords in it. Has lavender in it. It's really a nice one, and this was made, I believe, back in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a great one. I picked it up on a Disney cruise. They had a shop in there where they had some fragrances, and I picked this up and I got Antaeus, and I really enjoyed both of those. But I couldn't wait until the summertime to really give this one here a try. It did pretty well in the cooler months, but I'm really hoping that it's gonna, just pop, during the summertime months. So the notes on Pour Monsieur are pretty simple. Lemon, vanilla, nutmeg, lavender, and vetiver. It really has a top-notch citrus opening. I mean, when I put it in the air from the tester, I had to have it. The first thing that popped in my mind was a hot Florida day sitting on the beach. Okay, that's what brought this to mind. And as time went on, I put it on my skin and I put it on the spray strip, and I kept the spray strip on me. I washed my hand a few times, and it still had remnants of it on it, and it wasn't clawing in any way, not in a bad way, but in a really nice, fresh way. And I pulled the strip out of my pocket, and it was still there, like I had just sprayed it. So Chanel really does some great fragrances. They've been doing some great fragrances for a while. And if you can, get Pour Monsieur. It's one I think you'd enjoy for the summertime. Next up. Now, I get asked sometimes, what is my favorite fragrance? And if you have as many fragrances as I have, or most other reviewers, or just connoisseurs of cologne and perfumery, that's difficult. So initially, what I would do is break it down to the season and the occasion. This is from the house of Chanel. It's a L'Or Homme. Citrus, vanilla, spices, woods, ambers, fruits. It has peaches. You know what? Give me a second. Let me read the notes off to you. Okay. Now, this is a mouthful. And I'm going to read them. I'm going to post them. But I'm also going to read them off. Okay? At the top, you've got lemon, peach, ginger, mandarin orange, lavender, and bergamot. That's at the top. That's the initial spray of this thing. it's fantastic, man. This is a great fragrance. This is one of my favorite fragrances for all time. Winter, spring, summer, fall, going back to winter. This covers it. Any event that I'm sorry. Let me go back to reading the notes off. Where'd I stop? In the mid. In the mid, you have pepper, cedar, patchouli, vetiver, Brazilian rosewood, rose, jasmine, gardenia, freesia, and anise. At the base, you have vanilla, tonka, sandalwood, coconut, amber, benzoin, musk, leather, and oak moss. This is niche quality fragrance. Those are niche quality notes. How they put this thing together. The guy that created this goes by the name of Jacques Polge. Jacques Polge hopefully got a raise after he created this. It's one of my favorites. It's a Laurent from the House of Chanel. It's a great one, especially for the summertime. Next up, okay, there's a cologne house or a house of inspirations called Alexandria Fragrances. I've been buying from them for years. One of the things that I enjoy is Hanny, the owner, really does top-notch work when he's doing a replica of a fragrance. But something else that I like about him is the fact that they do their own. Now, around Easter, they came out with a fragrance called Funny Bunny. I know. Crazy name, but ooh, the fragrance smells fantastic. I mean, it really smells great. And I actually switched my list around so I could put this on the designer list. This is Funny Bunny from the House of Alexandria. It has notes of bergamot, cardamom, red apple, coconut, praline. That should tell you right there that this is a freshie. This is an ultimate freshie. I really enjoy this fragrance, guys. To say it just smells good might be an understatement. It's a wonderful fragrance. Hanny, good job, man. Everybody else, if you can, get your hands on Funny Bunny. Funny Bunny from the House of Alexandria Fragrances. Can't go wrong with it. It'll smell great in the summertime heat. None of these fragrances are gonna break the bank, okay? But they're all gonna smell good. I'm Mel. This is Cars and Cologne. Like, comment, subscribe. And before I close, I had a subscriber reach out and tell me how much they appreciate when I leave words of encouragement at the end of the videos. I do that because I know that there's somebody somewhere under the sound of my voice that just needs somebody to say hi. Just needs somebody to say that they love them. Just needs somebody to say that it's gonna be all right. I've been down in my life and now I'm up. And I can appreciate the hard times because they helped me to get to where I am right now. Okay? I can appreciate the losses so that I can appreciate even more the things that I'm able to replace those losses with. We all lose things. We lose time, we lose people, we lose jobs, we lose money, we lose some things that are very important to us. But the biggest thing I've learned in my 55 years on this planet is to not stay in that time, in that space. Forgive, whether you have to forgive somebody else or whether you have to forgive yourself. But forgive and keep it moving. Okay? You got to keep moving. Cry and walk at the same time, but you got to keep moving. It'll be okay. As long as you're drawing breath on this planet, trust me, man, it's gonna be okay. All right? I'm Mel. This is Cars and Cologne. You guys take care. I'm out. Peace. God bless.